Glock 19 Gen 5. Down. Glock 19 V. No freaking way. Welcome back to Class Farms, guys. Kai over here, and today we're going to talk about the Glock Gen V, specifically Glock 19 Gen V that I've got here in front of me. Now, before I start talking about this, you guys have all heard about the whole Glock basically discontinuing all the Gen 4s and even the Gen 5s. We were all like, what the hell is going on? And then the Gen V was introduced, but at that time we didn't know what was going on with this thing. We didn't know if Gen V meant like maybe a new generation or maybe some modifications, because V in the Roman numerals obviously means 5. So basically Glock got rid of the Gen 5 but came up with the Gen 5. Slight modification, maybe due to some complications within the company, but we're gonna go ahead and test them out, put them against the regular Gen 5 Glock 19 right here, and see if actually it feels any different. But before we even shoot them, we are going to shoot them, let's talk about some of the differences. Now, right out of the gate, we've got the Gen 5 right here, and you guys see the front serrations right here, rear serrations. It really does say right on it Glock Gen 5 right there. And this one is cut for a dot, just traditional plastic Glock sights. They are ambidextrous on the slide catch, slide release, and your mag catch is reversible as well if you wish to. Regular Glock triggers. Just overall, look at this thing, just a Gen 5 Glock, no finger grooves, all that stuff. And now when we look at the Gen V, you can see right there it says Glock 19 V, and there's a V on the frame as well, so it doesn't look pretty much any different than the Glock Gen 5 or 19 Gen 5. Front serration, rear serration, this is not cut for a dot, or at least as far as I know none of them are, that the ones that are out right now. So regular sights, trigger, everything seems to be completely the same. However, if you guys look at the back of it, now these guns are completely clear, just to let you guys know. If you guys look at the back plates, let me hold it steady, you guys can set, this is the Gen V, this one. You guys see the back plate's a little bit different. There's slight modification to it. The centerpiece is a little bit angled and narrower. We got a thicker one on the Glock regular Gen 5. And also look at the extractor spring area. It's a little bit larger on the Gen V as opposed to the Gen 5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and quickly off camera disassemble this so you guys can see the internals of it. I'll do with the Gen 5 as well. And so now let's take a look at the internals on the slide first. So we've got the Gen 5 on my right hand and Gen V right here. Right out of the gate you guys can clearly see differences. Look at the strikers. Striker on the Gen 5 is basically significantly larger, let's just say, and that's the part that actually contacts the trigger bar. And look at these channels. The grooves are pretty similar, but right around the striker on the Gen V, there are these raised channels right there. You guys can clearly see that when compared to Gen 5. And that's what it does, is basically, it basically prevents you to put one of those Glock switches in there, so you're not easily able to convert this thing to basically full auto. Now, let's look at the bodies right here. So this is going to be the Gen V that's stamped on it, frames, and if you guys look at it, they look pretty similar. It's not all that different, just outside of these raised polymer area. The channel is narrower on the Gen V as opposed to the Gen 5. Now that's it. So basically what it tells me is Glock just went in there and just changed this striker area a little bit on the Gen V and the bottom area, so basically you cannot easily put a Glock switch on there. That's pretty much it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put these guns together, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot both the Gen V and the regular Gen 5, see if we can actually feel any differences when compared to the Gen 5. We'll find out, so I'll be right back.
Also, are the slides and frames interchangeable?
Oh, that's a good point. Slides in, well, based on what I'm seeing. So good question. And based on what I'm seeing, just this alone, because we've got narrower channel right here and thicker channel right there on the Gen V, Gen 5, and when we see the raised area on the striker bar or striker area, I don't think it will be. So with that being said, I'm going to try. Again, I have to do this off camera. This is a Gen 5 frame, and this is the Gen V. And let me do this. I think I can show up to this point. Yeah, clearly there's a physical blockade right there. The Gen V slide will not go over the Gen 5 frame. Now, also, I can bet on this based on just looks alone. I can definitively confirm I don't think these back plates are interchangeable as well. So if you do get the Gen V and you got some back plates from either aftermarket or stock ones from a Gen 5, you won't be able to use it. They don't look like they're compatible. They've made some changes to it. So that's about it, guys. So I'm going to put these together and then I'm going to shoot them, see if they feel better. Especially triggers. I'm curious. Glock triggers, they're very reliable. They generally aren't most liked by folks, but they are reliable. But Glock seems to be like kind of did a little bit of modification to that area, even though a little bit. I want to see if I can feel any differences whatsoever. So I'll be right back. All right, Glock Gen 5 first, just a couple of shots. All right. Yeah. I got more mags, but I want to shoot the Gen V. So Glock Gen 5, I already know about it. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the Gen V, which is right here. First shots, guys, first shots. And guess what? After I do this, I'm gonna show you guys something else you guys haven't seen yet. All right, Gen V, first shots. This one shoots way better. This is a new gun or what, Ryan? What do you think?
Yeah, totally.
It shoots just like the Gen 5 Glock to me. Nothing different, but trigger, let me feel again. I got more mags on me. So, this is good. Dude, is this psychological or what? I like the trigger better on this one. I'm gonna do one more. I got one more mag. All right. It's just like the Gen 5 Glock. So nothing different, it's reliable, good ejection pattern, trigger works great. Sights there I don't care about. I definitely want to get a new sights on this one. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and maybe shoot this, maybe not. But you guys see this thing? It says Glock 19C right there. That C is not competition, not compact. Oh yeah, it's comp, even though this is ported. You know what? I'm not going to shoot this in this video. I'm going to do a dedicated video on this one. So with that being said, definitely stand by for that one. But I do have Glock 17 Gen Vs. So let me try the 17s as well. All right, Glock 17 Gen 5 first. And I love the 17, guys. Glock 17, one of my favorite pistols in the world. And Gen V time. All right, buddy, make us proud. So funny, I missed more with the 17. Come on, what's up with that freaking sight radius? And the longer slide and more weight, better recoil management. You're an embarrassment. Or am I? But anyways, guys, so let us know in the comment section. Would you like me to do a Glock 19V versus Glock 19C, the ported one? comparison video.
CV?
CV, Glock 19 CV. Well, you know what? I already know the answer because I could already read the comment section from here. The answer is an astounding yes. So with that being said, now I'm going to shut this video down and do that one for you guys. So stand by for that one. That being said, let us know your thoughts in the comment section about the Gen V. What do you think? Do you think that's a hype? Do you want it? Which one is more desirable for you, the older generations or the Gen V? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your business. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.